Here are 5 reasons why you, as the non-custodial parent, would never want to move too far away from your children. Bear in mind, I understand, it's totally normal in the divorce process for things to change. You are now in a split family, no longer in an intact family. So jobs may change, and you may find an alternative living arrangement. But you don't want to move too far away from your kids. And here are some reasons why. Number 1, your ability to be involved in every aspect of your kid's life is super important. So things like attending extracurricular activities, birthday parties, religious events, knowing their teachers, knowing their daycare providers. If you live too far away, while it may not be impossible for you to do that, it'll make it really difficult to be acquainted with all of those aspects of their life. Number 2, there's a mental and emotional component to this. Imagine if you told somebody who's important in your life that you were moving away from them. How do you think your kids are going to feel? Are they going to feel like you're putting your new life, your new household, and possibly your new significant other ahead of them? That can have an extremely deleterious effect on your kids. Number 3, there will certainly be an increased cost, and it'll be more complex in terms of scheduling if you live further away to have any level of in-person contact with your kids. And it'll be something that you'll just have to try really hard to work through and overcome. But for some, that may be nearly impossible. Number 4, what many will do to try to overcome the difficulty of in-person contact is to try to substitute virtual contact for that in-person contact. Now listen, Skype, telephone, Zoom, that sort of communication with your kids or interaction with your kids is never going to be able to take the place of an in-person contact, a lunch, a dinner, a ball game, something like that. And number 5, if there's a scorned husband or wife involved in your circumstance, you're leaving yourself vulnerable for them to take this as an opportunity, essentially gather, forgive the expression, ammunition against you for them to try to further alienate your kids from you. You don't want to leave yourself vulnerable for that. You do not want to give the other side an opportunity to say, hey, Dad decided to move away. Dad really doesn't want to see you. Or even the subconscious sort of passing references that kids will hear in the household of the other parent. Something like, well, your dad lives 45 minutes away, or your dad just moved to Florida, or mom for that matter. So again, you just don't want to leave yourself vulnerable to this level of alienation for your kids. If you have any questions about custody and visitation, or you're mired in a divorce process, do not hesitate to contact our office at drvetranolaw.com to schedule a free confidential divorce consultation. At the Law Office of Dennis R. Vetrano Jr., your case is my case.